Hi, welcome to Diablo 4 University. In this lesson, we'll be learning about Overpower and Fortify. We will cover what Fortify and Overpower is. We will also cover how Fortify is calculated. I will also show you some examples of how to get both. Hope you have your keyboard and notepad ready because class is in session. Fortify is a defensive and offensive ability when used in combination with Overpower that the Necromancer, Barbarian, and Druid can take advantage of to gain an edge in combat. Now, Fortify works directly with life to help reduce damage, and it can easily be identified by the health bar having a secondary darker health overlay on top of your life. By default, Fortify reduces damage by 10% as long as your Fortify bar is higher or on par with your health. For example, if your health is at a total of 100 and your Fortify is at 90, and hypothetically you took a hit for 100 health, including armor and resistances applied, then you would take the first 10 points of damage at its full rate, which is 10 damage, then your Fortify kicks in, reducing the remaining damage by 9, resulting in a total of 91 damage from this hit. Thanks to your Fortify, you survive this hit. When your Fortify bonus is on par or higher than your health, you become fortified. This means that any skill, passive, or benefit that requires you to be specifically fortified to activate will require you to have this bar present. Fortify can be increased through various means such as your gear, passives, paragon points, and even gems like sapphires when slotted into your armor. This is covered in your gem lesson, so watch that if you're not sure about gems. So as you can see, Fortify, while initially having a very low base defense bonus, can be extremely valuable once you invest in it. As for Overpower, at its base it has a 3% chance to activate and can be identified as a number with a blue stroke around them. If you aren't aware, there is also Crit Overpower, which is identified as orange and may look very similar to normal crit, which is yellow. However, be aware that your overpowers can crit. When you cast a spell, it has a chance to overpower all of its damage it deals. Overpowers deal bonus damage based on the sum of your current life and Fortify, and the bonus dealt scales with the skill that overpowered. Damage over time, passive abilities, and channel skills cannot overpower, and your chance to overpower cannot be increased as a basic stat, but they can be guaranteed by specific effect. Now let me be clear, as far as I know, and this is a pre-launch video, there's no way to increase the base chance of overpower. We know of ways like the druid enhanced pulverized, which guarantees an overpower if you're healthy, or the barbarian's earth strike aspect, which gives a guaranteed overpower after swapping weapons 10 times. However, I cannot say for certain if this base chance will be able to be increased until I get more information. The great thing about the Fortify and Overpower combo is that it works well with health and damage reduction scaling, which are not particularly difficult to achieve. Having a solid defensive effect that can turn offensive is incredibly powerful. Once more information is presented, this class will be updated. However, even in its current state, investing in Fortify is worthwhile. That's going to be it for today's lesson. We will cover more defensive and offensive effects in future classes, so be prepared to take notes. Alright, that's going to do it for this lesson. Just remember your last day of class is on June the 6th, but for those of you who are in a hurry to get into Sanctuary, you can take half the week off and start on the 2nd. Just remember, Server Slam starts on the 12th to give you a bit of real world practice before the launch. I'll be streaming on Twitch as well as YouTube for both Server Slam and the launch, so join me if you have any questions, and have a good day, students.